Call the meeting to order.
The meeting has been posted according to open meeting laws.
Roll call.
President Seeger.
Here.
Trustee Alexander.
Here.
Trustee Nugent. Here. Trustee Johnson. Here. Trustee Renucci.
Here.
Trustee Smalley.
Here.
And Trustee Wisniewski. Here. Thank you.
All right, citizen participation per Village Resolution 2017-01. If anyone would like to speak, you can do so at this time.
Got it, okay. John Morath, I live in the village at 3063 Clayton. Since they got the square all done and all the stop signs working, I think they should start giving the citations out for people not stopping at the stop signs. Morning, there was two of them that were just in front of me. I went up the square, went right straight through them, went down towards Silver Lake, then back, and I was going around the square, and the same thing. At a mobile station, Division Street, even coming up from Cobblestone. They don't even stop. One of these days, somebody's going to get hit. So I think they should start doing something with it, giving the citations out for it. And it should even be with any stop signs. These cars are really flying around that square now, worse than they did before. Stop at the stop sign, it's almost like they're racing to get around the square. I've seen it a couple different times when I've gone downtown. And I'll bring up again with the kids walking home from school or even going to school in the morning on Graydon Avenue. Cars are just flying down through there. Guys are out there patrolling, they're going around. They leave the road and like they know where they're going, and they just go. So with winter and the way some of these streets get with icy and snow, I hate to say it, somebody just might get hit, and I don't want to see that. So I think they should step it up and step down on them and start giving citations out. Thanks.
Thanks, John. Would you also like to speak during citizen participation? No, I will close citizen participation and move on to consent agenda. One motion and a second will approve all of the following items. Any item may be pulled from the list and voted on separately.
Approve the consent agenda. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Miscellaneous business. Consideration of adopting face mask policy for East Troy Municipal Airport in compliance with Executive Order 13998.
I'll let you chime in if you want, if there's anything I missed, Matt. So in my memo, I summarized some of the grant funds the airport will be recipient of due to coronavirus and some of the initiatives. We were confirmed to receive the $30,000 CARES Act last year. We still have yet to receive the funds from the BOA, but we have received confirmation that we have the funds. We just have not. We also have ARPA and infrastructure bill funds that will be coming forth. The current one we're working on, what is it, the Coronavirus Rescue Response something, CRS. They all have different names, but this one's for $13,000. We had indicated we intended to accept the funds, and as we were going through the paperwork, realized that we do have to have a mask policy in place. When the executive order was issued that affected public transportation hubs, it affected all airports. So we had not had that in place. We confirmed with the BOA that enacting one now does not negate us from receiving the funds, it's perfectly fine if we enact it now as long as it's in order. So the policy that's in your packet complies with that executive.
Just for in the basic lounge at the FBO, so. In the bathroom, right? Yeah, in the bathroom. So those are the only public areas that are indoors at the airport. You know, on hangar, they do what they own. I'll move to approve, policy VOET 17 for mask requirements at the East Troy Municipal Airport.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consider approval to purchase squad car.
It's that time to replace squad car. We got last year and then one. I got the quote from Ewald, who has the state contract. Quoted me $34,839. Requesting that.
Jeremy, has there been any kind of reviews over this hybrid interceptor? I mean, electric cars are fast off the line. I just worry about a hybrid.
This isn't the hybrid. I had that option, and speaking with a couple chiefs and then also a mechanic, he said to. So I am. The hybrid was like 39,000, I think.
Yeah, hybrid engineering by Wiley E. Coyote.
Okay, and then, I'm sorry, and then when the funds are carrying over from last year to make up the, make sure that we budget the right amount. We're going to do that, Matt?
Yeah, I was just going to say, but I'll make a motion to approve the purchase.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, development update discussion related to 4 East Troy Business Park and East Troy Business Park South from broker. Ray?
Hi, I'm broker. So we're going to talk a lot more in closed session in detail, which I wish I would have just said let's do a closed session, but Dean told me to do it in closed session. But I figured in open session we can kind of give you an update. So we started working on this in 2019. Is that about right? We were trying to figure this out today when we started working on this project.
Correct. The village purchased the property 2018. We said the first year we would try to attract development on our own, and then we engaged Anderson. I don't have the exact date, but I think it was at some point in 2019. I know it was before COVID started.
Yeah. So since then we've signed and started development on and broke ground on about $20 million worth of projects. We're going to discuss one tonight that there's an offer for a little over $4 million, and there's one that should be coming in the next, hopefully by February 1st, for another $3.5 million. So we're hoping by the end of the year we'll have $30 million signed and broke ground.
Some entities are showing interest.
Some entities are showing interest. We will talk more in closed session about that, yeah. But that's kind of the gist of the update. You guys got any questions?
Is there anything on the north side we can talk about now, or what?
We haven't started working on the north side yet. No water, sewer, roads, anything. So we figured let's get this paid for first.
When you say north side, are you talking about the already business park? He's talking about.
Oh, not the other 80 acres.
Since it's contiguous and we included part of that into the TID 4.
So there are empty parcels in TID 4 in the north side park. Or the acreage, maybe 15-ish acres divided amongst the properties. One is under contract. We can talk about that in closed session. I can tell you who and what they're planning. That's the only activity I know of so far in that park. That's not what I focus on. Yeah. Yeah.
But is it true then, at any development on that side of the property where MLG was working on, that whoever builds there has to follow MLG's building, criteria?
Correct. And we actually,
Let's make sure we realize that they are still owners of that part of that,
Yeah.
that parcel as well.
I understand.
same TID, but different ownership. But we are actually copying a lot of their standards for building. Rather not have metal buildings, and we've been making these people in this park adhere to the same standards. Also increases the value.
One of the things I wanted to note too, when we talk about 30 million by the end of the year, of that, we already have 20 million in development.
All I got for now.
Thanks, Ray.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, moving on to ordinances and resolutions. Resolution 2022-01, resolution and to create the Tri-Troy Library.
I'll second.
No, okay.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. On to reports. Anything for emergency services from 11:23? Library minutes from 11:09? How about Booth Lake minutes from 11:17?
Joe, I have just one quick question here, because I think I know the answer, but at the bottom, just above unfinished business, the town is donating a single-stage snow blower and a Toro lawnmower to the park. Is it the town of East Troy or the town of Troy?
Town of Troy, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
How about from the planning commission meetings, from 12:13? All right, move on to closed session. Adjourn to closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 1985 1E for the purpose of conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, offer to purchase, and other potential development in TID. And 1985 1G to confer with legal counsel for governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is likely become involved, dam and impoundment area, and 1985 1C to consider employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the government body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. Police Department Deputy.
Second.
Roll call.
President Sager?
Yes.
Trustee Alexander?
Yes.
Trustee Johnson? Yes. Trustee Nugent? Yes. Trustee Renucci?
Yes.
Trustee Smalley?
Yes.
And Trustee Wisniewski?
Yes.